Welcome to this edition of High Point. We're showcasing high points of stories around the globe that we hope will make you smile and bring a little inspiration to you and to those around the globe. Of course, tonight we begin our broadcast with a story that highlights a little-known music group in the gospel community but are known worldwide, and they are BTS, a 7-member all-male K-pop artist boy band of Big Hit Entertainment hailing from Seoul, South Korea, ranging in ages from 24 to 30. And although they made their debut nearly 10 years ago in 2013, they have grown to world prominence, gaining popularity all over the globe. We were inspired by their story of resiliency, persistence, and of course, love. Whether you're 5 years old or 90, BTS has a way of bringing joy and lifting your spirit by their music. And we'll continue the conversation on BTS right here on High Point in just a moment. And now for more on BTS, a 7-member all-male artist boy band of Big Hit Entertainment, as High Point returns. Although they have become very famous and have been the recipients of many awards, it hasn't always been that way. They came from very humble beginnings as a group whose story should inspire us all. They've achieved much success, but often in the beginning they struggled. 7 young men cramped in and sharing a small apartment, hoping one day that their dream would become a reality. They worked their way up through the ranks and into our hearts, and at the top of charts, making album chart history, from the Billboard Hot 100 to their many awards, including Seoul Music Daesang Awards, MTV Europe Music Award, Golden Disc Award Song Division, iHeartRadio Music Award, just to name a few. And their hard work has paid off. Although they almost disbanded, but chose to hold on a little longer, hoping for their slice of the pie. And yes, all 7 living and traveling together, giving performances in small venues to a few crowds. But they didn't stop there and kept going. Despite the hardship, they continued to show up for practice and working long hours and giving all they could with everything within them, eventually making BTS into a worldwide phenomenon, selling out stadiums of thousands from Japan to Europe and eventually making their way to the United States. Although BTS sings most of their songs in Korean, the message is still clear that love and music is what brings us all together, and it's a language that we can all understand. As RM or Kim Namjoon, the leader and spokesperson of the group, once said at the AMAs, the American Music Awards, hosted in Los Angeles in November of 2021, they were 7 boys from Korea, united by their love for music, overcoming the incredible odds, and yes, to be standing on that stage declaring to the world that it's not over. 7 boys: Kim Seokjin, Min Yoongi, Jung Ho-seok, or J-Hope as his fans fondly call him, Kim Namjoon, Kim Tae-young, Park Jimin, and of course Jun Jungkook, all 7 bringing their specific and unique talent and energy to the stage. Whether it's rapping, singing, or dancing, the world has embraced and been inspired by their message of loving yourself and one another and becoming all we were destined to become. With big hit albums off the charts such as I Love Myself, Dynamite, and Butter brought a message of hope and had us tapping our feet and smile a little bit more and inspired us to work harder, making life a little bit better even during a pandemic. Coming up next, we'll have more after this. And now back to our story with BTS, an army, and more on the best is yet to come, BTS's outreach and expansion and influence around the world. And finally, a thank you from High Point to BTS for all their great music. And yes, the best is yet to come. BTS has stayed loyal to its fan base throughout the pandemic and brought a message of hope and had us tapping our feet and smiling a little bit more and inspired us to work harder even during a pandemic. They are all about ARMY, their loyal fandom who continues to cheer them on. And of course, BTS, that now familiar group whose wildly popular sound have graced the presence of presidents, featured in countless magazines, TV guest show appearances, lit up the big screen on their show In the Soup, and of course, had the honor to speak and perform at the United Nations, and in 2022 came to the U.S. and spoke at the White House on solidarity and brought awareness to Asian hate and discrimination. And we want to say thank you, or 감사합니다, as they would say it in Korea. We purple you, as this wildly popular group BTS would say to their fans. And again, thank you for bringing a message of hope and that we all can be smooth like butter because life truly goes on and the best is yet to come. And thank you for giving us all permission to dance. We are all inspired by your message, and you are proof that God has a destiny and purpose for us all. And with that, we'll close. From all of us here at High Point, I'm Roslyn Hendrickson. Good night, everyone.